We got a taste of Titanfall 2's single-player design. This is the new stuff in Titanfall. Mackie McCandlish is in part of the design team that's putting all of this stuff together. Great to meet you. Hi. I'm very excited to play this game. I played a little bit of it at E3, but of course I've really only gotten hands-on with multiplayer, but single-player is what everybody wants to know about. There are a lot of vets here at Respawn. You guys collectively probably have worked on many man-years of awesome games for us. Have you ever built a single-player mode or storytelling in this way before with any of the other first-person shooters or anything else? Has that ever been possible, or have you guys ever sort of approached it from that viewpoint before?
I'd say the big difference with this one versus titles we've worked on during our career in single-player is that each of these missions has more individual flavor and individual characteristics. So in previous games where we might have done like a prototype to prove out the game and then built more levels like that, here we've got so many different core loops like pilot mobility, pilot combat, and Titan combat that each mission kind of had to find its voice individually. And so that made the individual missions more time consuming to create, but in the end more unique and different. So
I think, I think that's probably why you guys got so much heat on the previous Titanfalls, that you guys created such an incredible lore and so much mobility for us as multiplayer opponents out there. It almost felt like there were single-player chunks within the game, and I know that was part of the messaging on the game, but I guess that gave you some good starting points.
Yeah, we really, I guess, weren't expecting such a great response to what we did with the campaign, in the context of multiplayer. And there is that character and there is that lore there because we have a lot of designers and developers at Respawn that are passionate about single player, and they couldn't, even working on a multiplayer game, they couldn't help but get a lot of those elements into and flavors into a multiplayer game. So now having a single player to focus on, we're able to really just strengthen those and really bring them out and tell the type of story the Titanfall universe is capable of.
Control initiated.
Well, let's get into this story here for a second. What are you guys kind of framing this story for Titanfall 2 around?
So you're a almost like the player, you're a grunt that's ready to become a pilot and really wants to, but the timing's not good because you're in a mission that's doomed. So now you find yourself, you've been kind of brought up under the tutelage of a pilot that sees potential in you, but now is your chance in this game to link with his Titan and see if you can complete his mission.
How long did you serve with Lastimosa?
Captain Lastimosa linked with me 973 days ago.
It's longer than any relationship I've had.
Noted.
So the Titans in Titanfall 2 have taken a little bit of a change. One, they look awesome. The game looks way better than the last one. But we're giving them all very unique personalities. So what you're playing here in the tech test, we have Ion and Scorch. And they're very unique in both their gameplay design as well as their personality, like their voice, the way they talk to you, and the attitude that they give off. And so each one is very unique in that respect, and it's really fun because people tend to gravitate towards certain ones.
Protect the pilot.
Were you guys influenced by Pacific Rim, or was that just something that it kind of made sense to have the two characters going back and forth throughout the story?
Well, I wouldn't say that we've got any Titans that have like two pilots in them driving the different arms, but we did all go to Pacific Rim, and we're big fans of any time, Transformers, whatever movie wants to go make giant robots cool, we're behind. We're 100% in support of.
Did you guys put elbow rockets into this game at all?
There's uppercuts.
Elbow rocket!
So for multiplayer, we really took apart the first game, broke it down to its bare essentials to figure out what works and what doesn't, and what we could build upon, because we want to build it into a better game. So one of the big focuses is on trying to make the game a more learnable experience, give people avenues to which they feel like they can achieve mastery. So we really have tried to refine a lot of the mechanics and give ways for players to learn the game and play it more effectively the way they want to play.
Oh, come on. Got him. Yes. So sweet, the lasso ability. Incredible. give us a sense of some of the new activities and the new abilities, new types of things that we just, without spoiling. I know nobody wants to be spoiled here, right?
Of course not.
Right, guys? But give us a little sense of what's going to be fresh that we've never seen in Titanfall before.
Well, the grapple hook, which you probably played a little bit of, has really opened up multiplayer in a really interesting way, because you get to use it twice before it has to recharge, so you can hold that second one in reserve. You can like sling yourself and use the physics of the grapple hook, which is pretty unique to this game, to get the trajectory you want loosely, and then use that second one for the finer touch to get you where you're really trying to get to.
Nice. Getting away with the grappling hook just as you're getting wailed on. It's so cool.
The grappling multiplayer is like the ultimate player expression thing. You can wrap it around buildings and change your direction as you're midair. You can grapple onto an enemy Titan that's 20 yards away and then rodeo him and try and rip out a battery. But also for new players, it's really helpful to like, oh no, I didn't quite make that jump. Let me and zip line up to it and continue on my way. So it's really good for both newbies as well as veterans.
I know a lot of first-person shooters out there. They kind of segregate their teams into the single-player campaign team and the multiplayer team. Since this is a game that has kind of spawned out of multiplayer, are you guys still kind of set up that way here at Respawn, or is there a little bit more integration?
That's a really interesting question. We do have designers that are more single-player or multiplayer focused, but we also try to play each other's sections and give feedback to each other. And in some areas, there's actually a lot of overlap. Well, like with the Titans, since they're shared in both modes, the design work that went into those was sometimes by a single-player designer or sometimes by a multiplayer designer, but still goes into both modes. So there's a healthy amount of crossover.
Awesome. Can't wait to play this thing, man. Mackie, thank you so much for today.
Trust me.
Hey, thanks for checking out that video on our EPN channel. It's just one small part of the things that we make around here. So if you liked it, don't forget to check out some of our other vids and hit that subscribe button.